Hello and welcome to my air signs, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Welcome. We are doing a week ahead reading for the week of the 11th to the 17th of December 2022. I am shuffling and working with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Gosh, I am forgetting the name of the deck. Tarot of the Mystical Moments. It is an incredibly glossy deck, but it is an incredibly beautiful deck as well. So I've had to perform some magic on my end to make sure that there's not too much glare for you. But let's shuffle the deck. What we're doing is we're looking for guidance for the week ahead, air signs. We're looking for a little bit of clarity around what will you be navigating, what will you be working with, what kind of things are going to come through for you, how best to handle it, how best to tackle it, and just anything that spirit feel you need to be aware of for the week ahead. All right, happy with the shuffle. Let's cut the deck. And I'm going to leave all the cards in the top corner here, and I'm just going to lay them onto the table here. So air signs, let's start off. First card we have for you is the Queen of Swords. Isn't she wonderful? So she is sitting, I'm going to call it a hot air balloon, but it's actually inside of a tree, okay? But what it's doing is it's giving her an even higher advantage. You can see that she's even higher than all the birds, all right? And we've even got birds sitting here in the windows, coming out of the windows there, but she is sitting right above, and she has got a telescope, right? Let's see if I can, there we go, you can see quite clearly. She even has a telescope with her, and she's really looking into the future, okay? She's looking ahead to see what's coming up. So she's making sure that she is prepared, that she knows exactly what's going on, so that she knows exactly what's coming up next, so that she can adjust herself, adjust her plans, warn everybody, nurture and take care of everybody. But she is very much focused about what's coming up, okay? So she knows exactly. She's got herself a high vantage point to be able to see all the things that are coming up for you. Then we have the Hanged Man. Now we're suddenly hanging upside down. So we're going from being above to being upside down. But now the upside down card, the Hanged Man, and I know she's not a man, but the traditional word of the card is Hanged Man. But in this particular instance, we're going to call it the Hanged Girl. But she is hanging upside down, not because somebody's done that to her, not as a form of punishment, but actually as a form of sacrifice. Because she realizes that somebody has to pull the zip to open up into a whole new world that lies beyond, okay? So she is doing this for her benefit, but also for the benefit of everybody else. The Hanged Man is the card of sacrifice, self-sacrifice, and it is also the card of says to you that sometimes we just have to take a different viewpoint, okay? That sometimes we have to have an open mind, and we have to be non-restrictive in our thinking, in our expectations, and we need to basically have a different perspective on the way that we look at our situation and our circumstances. And actually both of these cards are getting different perspectives, aren't they? You know, she's gone right up to look into the future, and here we've got a Hanged Man who is actually looking in the opposite direction. So she's basically saying, all right, while I hang here, anybody who needs to take advantage of what I'm doing, now is the time for you to do that, because once you've all gone, I'm now then going to take advantage of it as well. So we've got forward and backwards, we've got up and down, we've got all of that, and to me this creates a beautiful yin-yang energy. And air signs, what I want to say to you about this yin-yang energy between these two cards is that that's what life is. That is how we find balance in life, that sometimes we need to take the high road and sometimes we need to take the low road. And you know, if you're always trying to do that, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to find the happiness, success that you're looking for. But if you occasionally take a step down, take a step back, and allow others the opportunity, it brings cohesive balance into the world. And that's really what we need. And I think air signs, your week ahead, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, your week ahead is about trying to find this balance within yourself, never mind just in what you do for other people. But let's carry on. We have Queen of Pentacles coming through as well. So we've got two Queen energies, okay? So Queen energy, just forgetting about Pentacles and forgetting about Swords, but Queen energy is very nurturing, very loving, very supportive, but for different reasons and in different ways. So Queen of Swords is she's wanting to know what's coming up in the future so that she can take advantage, so that she can be prepared, so that she can be ready, so that she knows how to make the best of the situation. Queen of Pentacles, on the other hand, she is very earth-based, very grounded, very practical, very logical in her approach. She is the one who provides for everybody. She's the one who will, you know, I always think of a Queen of Pentacles. I always think of my granny. She was the kind of person that if you arrived in a home, she would be in the kitchen. She would have food already cooking that could feed an army, and there was always enough for everybody. Okay, she always just had this magical ability to provide, to give, to present, and that's exactly what Queen of Pentacles is. So once you have found your balance, air signs, you will then be in a better position to provide and to give to others the way that you want to and the way that you need to. And our final tarot card, oh, you got to be kidding me, look at this. Look, we have yet another queen, but this time we have this gorgeous Queen of Wands. She's my favorite. In this particular deck, she is my favorite. First of all, I mean, she is surrounded by bees and all sorts of beautiful animals, dragonflies, bees, and all sorts of beautiful things. She has this huge big sunflower, and sunflower is, of course, my absolute favorite. And she's just gorgeous with her peacock dress. So definitely a week to be nurturing. Okay, this is something, air signs, that you have to understand. The fact that we have the 3 queens, definitely a week of nurturing. Who needs nurturing? What needs nurturing? That will be determined by each one of you in your lives, but it's definitely about making sure that you know what's coming up so that you can be better prepared. It's about knowing what you currently have on hand to utilize it to the best of your advantage, and it's about not being afraid to take a chance, not being afraid to take a risk, and not being afraid to jump into action. Because here we've got the Hanged Man, which is the card of holding back and being still, giving a bit of a sacrifice. But the Queen of Wands, she does not stop. She is on the go. She is busy. She is active. She's making things happen, clicking her fingers and getting things done. She's the kind of, like, she would make an amazing event coordinator, okay, because she can just have an eye on everything, know exactly who, where, why, and what, and still manage to be in control of it. So air signs, for you for the week ahead, it seems like you're going to have to be all of these 3 queens at the same time. Okay, at the same time. Now, interesting, the only queen that we don't have here, the queen that is missing out of the 4 queens, the one that is missing is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, air signs, queen of emotions, okay? And that's something that is lacking here. That is something that is not appearing here. So you've got to make sure that you do not allow your emotions to impact your behavior, your action, your anything this week, okay? So air signs, no emotion this week. It is a week of knowing what's coming up, knowing what you have, and knowing what you're going to do with it. It's as simple as that. So I have a beautiful oracle deck that I want to work with here. This oracle deck is called the Daily Healing Oracle. And on the one side of the cards, they have these beautiful images. They all have this tree of life symbol on them, but you can see the backgrounds are absolutely stunning. And then on the other side of the cards, it just has a little text. So let's give the cards a shuffle. And we want to know this queen energy that we've got for air signs for the week ahead. How do we navigate this queen energy? What do we need to know about queen energy? What is important and significant? And what is the best way for you to handle it? What is the best way for you to tackle queen energy? As well as, let's not forget our cute little hanged man, hanged girl. Let's not forget her sacrifices as well. All right. So happy with that shuffle, putting them like this so that I'm not influenced by the colors. And I'm going to cut the deck there. And we're taking this one. Now look at this beautiful artwork. Isn't it gorgeous? So peaceful, so tranquil, serene. And it says, use equanimity to calm your emotions. Now, isn't that just so funny? I say that because I noticed and I picked out that out of our 3 queens that we have, the one that is missing is the Queen of Emotions. And I said to you to make sure that we're not allowing our emotions to drive us this week. So air signs, that is very interesting. The other thing that I am noticing is all the green. Okay, this one doesn't have much, but we've got the treetop. She's got this wall of green behind her. Wall of green, you know. And this card that came out is green as well. So use the, I don't quite know what this word is, so you might want to Google it or try and understand it for yourself. But my understanding is the equality of all of you. All of you are and all that you encompass. So use equanimity to calm your emotions. And I think it's about realizing all the different things that you have got going on, all the different things that you need to do, that you are, etc. And to use all of that to calm your emotions, because there are no emotions in this week. All right, air signs, emotions are going to be the downfall of you this week. So rather do whatever you can to avoid, to calm, to remove emotions, because we need to have a clear head, heart, mind, and soul this week. Right, so I want to move these out of the way just ever so slightly. Shift these over. I have got one more deck that I want to work with. And I have used this one quite a bit recently. It is the Signs of the Times Oracle. So let's get a card from the Oracle. And I'm going to focus, when I'm shuffling here, I want to focus on the emotional aspect for you air signs. So for this week ahead, this lack of emotion or this need to calm the emotions, right? How do we do it? What do we need to know about it? What is the message that Spirit have for you around this emotions? Okay. Cutting the deck all the way at the back there for some reason. And let's see what we've got. Infinity, unlimited potential. So I love the artwork. Again, we've got this notepad and somebody's doodling, and they're doodling their arrows, but then we've got this infinity sign over here. We have got squares and circles and zigzags, and we've got a pen. So basically what this card is saying to you is recognize that the only limits that are in your life at the moment are the ones that you impose on yourself. And I am going to say to you now, I know that there's going to be like, what I'm about to say is not necessarily right, but I'm going to say it anyway, in that this week that you're dealing with, this week coming up for you, that emotions could be what hinders you, what holds you back, what stops you from achieving what you need to. There is an unlimited potential available to you if you know what's coming up, if you're taking advantage and looking ahead and being aware to make adjustments to your plan, understanding that sometimes a little self-sacrifice might be needed for you to get a different perspective, to see things from a different angle, so that you can be very aware of what it is that you have and what it is that you can make of it, and knowing that if you don't get busy and if you don't jump into action, nothing is going to happen. And here we need to make sure that we are calming our emotions at all time, because this week is an important, significant one. There is unlimited potential, but emotions could hold you back. All right, so air signs, wow is all I'm going to say. Wishing you an amazing week ahead with love and blessings from my heart to yours. I'll be back next week for another week ahead reading, and until that time, take care of yourselves.